Oh my god. Robin, you'll never believe what just happened to me. I got engaged!
What? Seriously? You're right, I don't believe it. I mean, who would want to marry you?
My boyfriend. You know, Dean, the man I've been dating for the last 14 months.
Dean? As in millionaire Dean?
Well, yeah. Who else would I be talking about? Why are you so shocked that he's asked me to marry him?
Well, look at you and then look at me. Who would you rather marry? I know my answer, and a lot of men would say the same.
Well, Dean wouldn't. He loves me and I love him.
If you say so.
I do.
Okay then, geez. I'm just going to go if you're going to be so snappy and rude.
Yeah, sure. That's probably for the best. Allison, sweetie, I heard the news that you are engaged. How come you didn't tell me? Huh? How did you find out? I was hoping to tell you later this evening. That's why I called you and asked if you wanted to go to dinner. Well, Holly told me, of course. Honestly, I can't believe you didn't tell me yourself. Were you trying to hide it from me? I am your mother, you know. You really shouldn't keep things like this from me. I wasn't trying to keep anything from you. I was going to tell you tonight. I just wanted to make a nice occasion out of it. Yeah, as if. Holly told me that you were going to try and keep it to yourself. What? Well, I know now anyway, so that's that. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, we can still have that dinner. It would still be nice to see you and celebrate this, don't you reckon? Also, what do you think? I'm really excited for this and I can't wait for the wedding. I've already started looking at dresses online, lol. I just couldn't help myself. Of course, you'll be there to help me pick out my actual dress and everything. We'll make a day of it. Well, actually, about that, I think we need to talk. Huh? What about? I don't want you marrying Dean. What? You're joking, right? Of course I'm going to marry the man that I love. No, I'm not joking. You really can't marry him. Well, why not? Because your sister needs to marry him. What? Holly? Yes. Why on earth does she need to marry my fiancé, the man who I've been dating for ages now? Well, you might not know this, but your sister has fallen on some pretty difficult times lately, financially speaking, I mean. I think everyone knows that Holly has no money, Mom. She gambles it all away or spends it on alcohol or clothes or whatever. She has no idea how to be financially responsible at all. Don't talk about your sister like that. She's not irresponsible at all. It's everyone else's fault that she's down on her luck. She just needs some help is all. Is that what she told you? That's ridiculous. She's the one who has access to her money, so she's the only one who can spend it or whatever. It's what she spends it on that's the problem. Look, whatever the reason, Holly needs someone to help her out financially. And considering that Dean is a millionaire, he has plenty of money to support Holly. They would make quite a cute couple as well. So you need to tell Dean that you're not going to marry him and that Holly is going to take your place instead. No, that's just crazy. I'm not going to do that. I love Dean, and I'm not going to just tell him that he has to marry Holly simply because you said so, Mom. Look, it is beyond your abilities to marry a millionaire. Hand over your fiancé or stop calling me Mom. Okay, Robin, are you good? Huh? Well, considering you just told me to stop calling you Mom if I wouldn't hand my fiancé over, then I guess I'll have to start calling you by your name, Robin. Are you serious? You're actually going to choose some man over your own mother? You're going to ruin our relationship simply because you're too selfish to just do what I say and let your sister have your fiancé? I'm the selfish one? You're the one who has told me that if I want to remain your daughter, then I have to give my little sister the man who I love. That is so selfish. I can't actually believe you would try and make me do something like that. You're supposed to be our mother. Both of ours. Which means that you don't demand that I leave my fiancé for my sister to have him. If she has financial troubles, then she needs to go to a bank or something and ask for help, not try and steal the man I love simply because he happens to be a millionaire. Oh, please. As if he just happens to be a millionaire. The only reason you started dating him was because he was rich. Don't deny it. That is just so not true. I didn't even know he was rich until like 6 months into our relationship because he wanted to keep it quiet and see if I liked him simply for him, which I did. I couldn't care if he had millions of dollars or none at all. That's kind of the whole point of the for richer or poorer part of the vows in a wedding. Ugh, what kind of big sister are you if you're not even willing to help your baby sister out, huh? If she had come to me and asked for my help, I would have gladly given it to her. But getting you to demand that I give her my fiancé isn't helping her. It's enabling her because she won't learn or bother to become financially responsible. You and your financial responsibility. Give it a rest already. Nobody cares. Okay then, fine. But know this. I'm not giving up my fiancé just because you and Holly want me to. It's not happening. And if you and Holly can't accept that, then don't bother coming to the wedding. Oh, we'll be at the wedding. Just you wait and see.
Allison, okay, you really need to stop playing around now and just hand Dean over to me. We can sort this all out. Me and Mom went and got me a wedding dress, so all I have to do is turn up as the bride in your place. You've been denying me what should clearly be my future husband for like 8 months now, ever since you first got engaged. It's not funny anymore. My debts have only gotten bigger, so I need to marry Dean.
That's not happening, Holly. You need to accept that.
Just stop being so mean. You know what? Fine. You want to play like that?
What are you on about now?
You thought you were so smart not giving me or Mom an invite to your wedding, didn't you? Well, we found out the date anyway. Ha!
What? When is it?
July 19th.
That's...
Speechless, aren't you? Well, you might want to keep an eye out because there'll be 2 brides at this wedding. Then we'll see just who Dean wants to marry.
You'd really do that to your older sister?
Yeah. I'm way more important than you. When will you get that through your thick head?
I see. Well then, I guess this is the end of us being sisters.
Huh?
I'm not going to be sisters with someone who so willingly wants to ruin my life. I have much better friends than you, who I consider more of a sister than I do you right now.
Fine then. Be like that. I don't want you as a sister anyway. I'll see you on your wedding day.
Uh-huh.
Allison? What's going on? Where is everyone? The guests, the bridesmaids and groomsmen, the groom? There's no one here. Allison!
Oh, it's you. Look, I'm trying to enjoy my honeymoon here, so if you could stop messaging me, that would be great.
Honeymoon? What? You need to be married to have a honeymoon.
Yeah, I am.
What? How is that possible? The wedding is today.
Actually, the wedding was 2 days ago.
But I was told it was today.
Uh-huh, I know. I told everyone to tell you or Mom that if you came snooping about, looking for the date.
Why would you do that?
Because I knew that you'd both try to ruin my special day if I didn't. You two are so caught up in yourselves and all of your selfish wants that you don't care who you hurt as long as you get what you want. I knew that if I didn't take some measures against you, then anything could happen, and I wasn't willing to risk that.
So you just let me turn up at a random place dressed in a stupid wedding dress? All so that you could, what, trick me? Do you know how embarrassed I was? It was like I was some sad loser who didn't even know that she didn't have a wedding going on.
I wasn't trying to trick you. I was trying to keep you away from my wedding and my new life. Although I bet it would have been funny to see you turn up and realize that no one was there. LOL.
Ugh, I hate you.
I'm not too keen on you right now either. And because of that, I'm going to tell you once and only once. I don't want you messaging me anymore. I don't want any contact with you whatsoever. You and Mom are out of my life for good now.
What?
With how you two have treated me, I know that if I keep you in my life, all that's going to happen is that you'll keep badgering me for money or favors or whatever. I'm not going to let you ruin my life like that. Unless you both can be mature and act like proper adults who can take responsibility for themselves, then I want nothing to do with you.
But you can't do that. At least give me some money as compensation.
No. I don't have to give you anything. Maybe if you had just come to me and asked for my help, I could have done something to help you with your situation. But instead, you demanded that I leave my fiancé so that you could marry him. No proper sister would do that. Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy my honeymoon. Goodbye, Holly. After that, I blocked my mom and sister from my contacts and social media. Me and Dean moved to a lovely place a few states over from my family, and we are both currently very happy with one another and how our lives are going. As for my sister, she has yet to find a millionaire to sucker into marrying her so that she could take all of his money for herself. The last I heard, she had had to arrange a special payment plan with the bank in order to start paying off all her debts. Whether or not that will help her become more financially responsible, I have no clue, but I can only hope it will lead to good outcomes. Sometimes in life, even though it might seem cruel or mean, you need to let those closest to you suffer the consequences of their actions so that they can learn and grow into a better version of themselves. If I had given my sister what she wanted, my fiancé, she would never learn the value of money and of spending within her means. She can't go through life expecting everyone else to deal with her problems. Hopefully, she learns this lesson and is able to move on with a better ability to look after herself financially.